Hello, St. Andrew Christian Church. This is Pastor Chris Wilson, and here to talk about my sermon this coming Sunday. Will be February the 21st, and will be the second Sunday of my new series of What is a Progressive Faith Really? Last week, I looked at the dynamics between love and fear as a primary basic tenet of progressive faith. And this Sunday, we'll look at what I would call the second tenet of progressive faith, and that is living with questions rather than living with absolutes. It seems like, at least for me anyways, in my journey, in my younger life, I wanted answers, and I thought that the answers would provide me a sense of calm or confidence about the world. And I've discovered that sometimes the answers don't always suffice for my life. Oftentimes in religion tries to package everything in a nice, neat little box. If you believe this, if you follow this, if you do this, then your life will be okay. And more likely than not, our life happens, and the things that unfold, either positive or negative in our life, don't quite fit in the little box that seemed like it was a great idea to follow that particular piece of advice. And sometimes the what we think are absolutes that get us through the world many times will break down and fall apart and actually not be helpful at all in our religious life. And so in a less progressive environment, kind of a fixed box mentality of church life and religion works for people, but more times than not, it really doesn't. And a progressive faith is one that embraces questions, and maybe more than the questions, and living in the mystery, which I like to call it sometimes, is sometimes our questions, we sometimes live without answers, and we have to embrace the mystery of who God is, and that we can't figure it all out in our life, and that's okay, and that the answer is in us questing in the questions and questioning in the mystery of God. We discover that the value of our faith is in the journey of faith itself, but what we find in the presence of others and in God's presence that gets us through all that stuff. So it's not the answers that we seek, as it is the questions that we ask, the life we're willing to lead, and the trusting in the people around us and the guidance we get along the way. And so the second tenet of faith is essentially embracing that we are lifelong learners, that we never reach a point, we never reach an ultimate destination of getting it all figured out. Part of the joy of faith is having a spirit of openness and discovery about where life will take us. And in progressive worlds, having absolutes and answers typically don't get us very far. It actually creates more divisiveness. An overconfidence about things. What we really want is maybe an assurance of the journey that we're on and the people that are with us in that journey. And so the second tenet we'll explore is this idea of questions, openness, journey, and presence with one another. So I hope you'll join us this coming Sunday as we explore the second tenet of what is a progressive faith really. Invite some friends, invite family. Join us on Sunday. We should have a good time together. Hope to see you then. Thanks.